Okay, so there is a few setup tweaks, okay? Now, in both these cases, you are making the tweak in terms of start position, okay? So the left arm's going to go on first. If you've got to grip down the club a little bit, that's absolutely fine. A little bit of grip at the top there is not a problem at all. That's a, yeah. That's you, yeah. No, that's your, yeah. So we've got to get that, that's what I say about the posture, getting over the ball there, okay? So you got your tip with your shoulders there. That's good, okay? So this was okay, that position. But as you swing back here now, you can see at this point, you're back on your heels and you've lifted up. So when you start trying to come back in the golf ball now, see how the club comes back way on the inside? You've pulled everything in, you're back on your heels, your toes are starting to lift even, and then when you come through, whoop, all the weight now is finished. You not being able to get around the corner because you're trying to almost lift it up in the air, yeah? What you need to feel now at setup is that setup to it. Again, look in the mirrors will be a great help. Lead arm and the club first, being a little bit higher with that left shoulder. Right side of your body, a bit more kind of underneath, as we said, yeah? Then in terms of the swing, what we're trying to do now, if we draw a line on here now through your spine angle, okay? We want to be rotating our shoulders through that kind of axis, okay? So as we go back now, you can see... That was okay. Got a little bit long, but not too bad. That was your practicing, okay? As you then come back down, so the club's got a chance of coming back down through and to target, okay? Then when you get to this golf ball here now, as we swing back, your spine angle's maintained, So you're maintaining your angles from here now. So when you come back to the golf ball, you can see the strike on the bottom of the golf ball there.
And the shoulder then, the left shoulder should be pointing towards the ball.
The angle of your shoulders should be around about pointing at something a yard away from the ball. Roughly speaking.
No, but when I do the backswing.
Yeah, when you do backswing, yes. When you turn back now and do the shoulder rotation,
Is that me old age?
Happens to the best of us, man. We all get like curve in the back. Yeah, you remember that. So you want to think when you're up here now, your shoulders here are probably out there.
Right.
We need to tip them just a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah? And I think in sometimes when you try to make such a big backswing, it's often like, I've got to keep going further and further and further. Because I think in your mind, because you've often played with just a 7-iron, you think, I've got to try and whack it a long way. You're trying to make the biggest backswing possible.
And then by the time you get back, do that. No, once you're hitting it properly, it doesn't matter how.
Exactly, I mean, your swing's probably double length of John Rahm's backswing. So it's not how far you swing. I mean, your club's going beyond parallel there,
Really?
But a little bit of that's because you stood up slightly more. It's getting better. This swing here was a better version of that compared to where you were. But as you come back to goal ball now, good strike, as you can see the goal ball there and then through. And the balance here now is a good indication that you've actually got able to twist through. Rather than some of the shots you hit, you sort of come back in the ball because you stood just spine up, then you kind of, and then you end up falling back. So practice that with the shoulders. If you've got an alignment stick or a bit of dowling or a broomstick or something you can stick way out your left shoulder, just get that stick pointing down to something, like I say, a yard or so in front of the ball. So if I was setting up to this ball here, Melanie, here, the edge of the mat now would be just less than a yard away. So if I put it a bit closer there, if I'm setting up to that ball that's roughly about here on the mat, I want my shoulders to be aiming at top of the backswing at this yellow line there. I'm pointing at. So if you draw a line to my shoulders going down to the edge of the mat there, Not here and then having to try to get under it, And then with a longer club, you're just trying to get some space, But you don't need to, If you've got that set up better where your left shoulder is good spot,
fantastic.
you can make a better move. Okay?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well,